This mod is probably one of the most loved Vanilla Plus modifications for Forge. I never reviewed it completely or tried to uncover all secrets from this mod. So that's why this updated video. With that, ahoy you guys and welcome to another mod showcase. This time, Alex Mobs. Hope you enjoy. This medium-sized bird lives in deserts and badlands hunting down rattlesnakes. With their feathers, players are able to create shoes that makes them faster on sand. If a Roadrunner is renamed to Meep, it will change to the Roadrunner from Looney Tunes. As another reference to the cartoon series, Roadrunners are immune to damage from anvils. Native to savannas, the gazelle grazes in its herds. When attacked, the whole group will flee, running extremely quickly. These animals are sought out for their precious horns that can be brewed into a Speed 3 potion. Found in jungles, meadows, flower forests, and sunflower biomes, the hummingbird is the smallest bird in existence. A hummingbird feeder can be crafted and filled with water and sugar. These will attract the small birds and boost the effect of their pollination. A mythical bird soars around the tallest mountains. The passive Sunbird will bless any players that reaches it. The bless enhances the player's elytra flight and will calmly float up and down. However, if the adventurer is a nasty one and ends up attacking the fabled bird, they will fall to their doom. They had it coming. Being a holy creature, it will ignite any nearby undead. These majestic birds will orbit around active beacons, granting it the Sunbird's blessing as an added effect. The ant has become the home of a passive flying creature, the Endergrade. Commonly found in forest forests, these tardigrades can be settled, though the player can only control it with a chorus on a stick, albeit Endergrades are a very slow mount. To lure them towards one, hold a chorus fruit, the breeding item. Coming in various colors, the Capuchin Monkey are primitive living beings in jungles. Players are able to tame them with bananas. Once tamed, they can be ordered to sit, follow, wander, or can sit on the shoulder of its owner, whereby they will throw stones at their target to defend the player. Bananas can be found through breaking jungle leaves. Rarely an artifact, the ancient dart can be found in chests in jungle temples. These can be given to a tamed Capuchin Monkey to upgrade their ranged attack with piercing. To heal your monkey, feed them eggs. Breed them with maggots. If they eat bananas, the monkey can occasionally drop a banana peel. Combined with various other ingredients, it can create a unique dish, the sopa de macaco. The peel can also be thrown on the ground to create a slippery effect. Gelatinous fish found in the deepest oceans are the blobfish. Due to the high water pressure in their natural environment, they will decompress and turn into a pink pile of sludge if under less than 10 blocks of water. 4 blobfish and a bottle create fish oil that grants levitation in water or rain. If given a slime ball, these aquatic creatures can survive on land. Anxious and shy arthropods are the cockroaches, natural prey of cave centipedes. These subterranean insects will flee from most interactions, be it light or the player. However, one can attract them with sugar or bread. Upon death, they drop wing fragments, crafted into a full wing, brewed into the potion of bug pheromones. It allows the player to go undetected near any hostile arthropods. While alive, they randomly drop Orca, which can spawn in baby cockroaches. Shear cockroach for it to lose its head. This also occurs if they are at 1 health. Make them dance by giving them maracas. If they are killed while dancing, there's a chance they drop the sombrero. They will also start to dance when a nearby jukebox is playing. Within the swamp, shoebills are found catching their favorite prey, fish. These timid birds will occasionally produce bycatch while fishing. If fed crocodile eggs, this lure effect increases, while terrapin eggs improves their luck. A relative of the nasty phantoms lives in the void of the end dimension. The Spectre, being a passive flying entity, has normally no interest in players. However, if the adventurer is holding a soul heart, it will gladly follow it. Rumors are told that these creatures can be leashed, if near enough, to be pulled with these majestic ghosts, finding new land to explore. A strange purple creature has been spotted in the mushroom fields. Occasionally, mushrooms can grow on their head. If given the same fungus that's decorating them, the fungus will fire a magic beam at a nearby mushroom of the same type, either growing more or creating a giant mushroom if on mycelium. The player will experience an explosion when slaying a Mungus with 5 mushrooms on their back, converting the biome pertaining to their fungus. Undo this conversion with a poisonous potato. These strange creatures can also be bred with monkey spores, an item that is dropped rarely by Mungus every few days. An Easter egg occurs if renamed to Drip. Warm Oceans is the home of the curious mimic octopus. Prey to many, it uses regeneration and its ability to adapt to its environment around it to survive. These creatures can be tamed with a few lobster tails. They can be ordered to sit, wander, or follow, and will try to scare off any attackers by shaping into a monster. An adventurer can interact with various items to change the behavior of their pet. Ink sacs toggle if it can randomly change. Prismarine shards will remember the form of guardians. Pufferfish of pufferfish. And gunpowder a creeper-like shape. With a few mimicry, the animal will even learn how to use the abilities of the previously mentioned forms. A mimic octopus will follow its owner onto land. A slime ball can be given them in order to survive on this dry surface. Watch out to not keep your pet octopus near Mantis Shrimp, their ultimate predator. A pesky animal roams around beaches, stealing food items from any adventurer. However, they can be very helpful when the player is holding a buried treasure map in their offhand. If a lobster tail is dropped, the seagull will eat it and glide directly above the spot where the buried treasure is located. One can rename the seagull to Wingull, a reference to Pokemon Wingull. Gigantic reptiles found within lava lakes portray a fearsome appearance. However, these creatures are completely passive. Even though they love to hunt crimson mosquitoes, luring them in with the smoke on their back to only snap it in its beak. These can be ridden if equipped with a Stradlite saddle and a Stradlite tack. Up to 4 players are able to ride this beast. If exposed to water, these beasts will solidify, transforming into a stronger obsidian form. This creature can be healed with magma cream. The trees of jungles are the home of colorful birds known as the toucan. Coming in a variety of color patterns, they love devouring fruits. If fed apples or bananas, these animals have a chance to plant the associated sapling. This ability can be manipulated with golden apples. The normal version will increase the sapling planting rate, whereas the enchanted apple doesn't need to constantly be fed in order to plant saplings. If renamed to Sam, the toucan will get a special colorful skin. Lush caves are home of the Flutter, small passive creatures which can be tamed with a few flowers. However, each one has to be a different kind. They can be told to sit, wander or follow, and will defend their owner with a special pollen shooting attack. Heal this pet with flowers and give them a flower pot for additional armor. These can also be picked up. When bred near azalea bushes, they have a chance to make them blossom. This small nocturnal animal lives in desert biomes. Even though prey to many, Jerboa will beg the player for seeds. If given a few, it will reward the player with the fleet-footed effect, granting a speed bonus when running and jumping at the same time. River biomes are inhabited by the Terrapin. An adventurer can jump on this creature for it to retreat into its shell and again to spin in the direction of the jumper. Many different color patterns won't appear in nature and can only be created through breeding. Apparently, over 800 different variations can be encountered. If renamed to Koopa, it will change its texture to a Koopa from the Mario franchise. At night within the frozen ocean, adventurers can easily spot comb jelly. Upon death, it will drop rainbow jelly, creating rainbow glass emitting light. Or it can coat any mob in a rainbow pattern, removed with a sponge. In between the Void and the Ant Islands, schools of cosmic chords will float around, frequently attacked by cosmos. If a member is attacked, the whole pack will try to teleport away. These can be caught in a bucket. This unique fish only spawns in a specific chunk in your world, which can only be located with a special compass, the Strange Fish Finder, sending out a sound wave in the direction of the chunk. These small fish love to chase each other around and nipping on moss blocks. Occasionally, this dislodges slime balls. Rarely they will even reproduce after eating. In swarms, the catfish will suck up any items or smaller entities they see. If damaged or they encounter a sea pickle, these creatures will spit out anything that's in their stomach. As adventurers can bucket them, even the larger variants, these animals can be used as portable backpacks. Players can lure these creatures with sea lanterns. The flashing light will draw them in. Occasionally, players can see flying fish jumping out of the waters of lukewarm oceans. If slain, they can be combined with string in order to create boots that allows the wearer to leap out of the water, just like flying fish. Living in forests, the grizzly bear is neutral by nature. However, it will become aggressive if a player approaches them. Occasionally, these beasts will raid hives filled with honey. If it has been recently sated with this delicacy, players can safely advance towards the creature. If the bear is fed salmon after devouring honey, it will be tamed by the player. One can tell it to sit, follow or wander. When sitting, it can be used as a defensive shield, healing it with salmon or honeycombs. Quite frequently, these beasts will shed their hair. It allows you to create the knockback resistance potion and falconry gloves. The potion will reduce knockback, while the gloves are important later on. An Easter egg happens during the 1st of April. The creature will transform into Freddy Fazbear, simulating a power outage effect to eventually jump scare the player. There's a 1% chance to acquire the bear dust upon slaying grizzly bears. It is a joke item that plays various meme sounds. This massive reptile can only be seen in rivers or swamps. Most of its prey won't survive its lethal death roll. A good strategy is to stun it with a shield block, leaving it vulnerable for a couple of seconds. However, be aware that their initial bite attack not only deals out a large amount of damage, but the crocodile will slowly pull its prey into the water to initiate the death roll. Even though hostile, they can be bred with rotten flesh. After breeding, crocodiles come ashore to lay their eggs. If these are damaged, the creatures will become hostile. After some time, the baby will hatch. The crocodile will defend the area it was born in and can even be told to stay. Scutes are dropped when these creatures grow into adults. A very handy item which can craft the crocodile chestplate, increasing the player's swim speed. A new flying insect is found in almost every biome in the overworld, the fly. Normally passive flies will attack zombies, spiders, and cave spiders. These pesky insects drop maggots upon death. If this entity enters a crimson biome, it will transform into a crimson mosquito. Orcas inhabit the cold ocean, launching occasionally attacks on polar bears. Being neutral, players shouldn't provoke these aquatic beasts without aggravating the whole pod. If the player decided to swim with the whole group, there's a chance to be granted with the Orca's might, increasing your attack speed. Whether the marine mammal comes from the north or the south, it will possess a different skin pattern. Peaceful protectors of the jungles are the gorillas, however they will defend themselves if provoked. Each group of gorillas has a leader, the silverback. This variant has way more health and occasionally will pound their chest when anxious. These ape-like animals can be tamed by giving them bananas. It will defend its friend and can be ordered to sit or wander. An Easter egg will occur if a gorilla is renamed to Donkey Kong, DK, Harambe, or Funky Kong. Found in deserts and badlands, the rattlesnake will produce a loud rattle warning sound when approached. If it feels threatened, it will turn hostile and defend itself with its poisonous bite. These snakes have a chance to drop their rattle upon death. Combined with potion of poison, a poisonous essence is created. Lobster. Underwater in beach biomes, lobsters have been seen gathering in groups. If provoked, they will become hostile, pinching any creature. Rarely, these aquatic crustaceans have been spotted in very striking colors. In total, 5 different variants have been counted. Mostly they are killed for their tails. Warped toad. Native to the warped forest, the giant rare frog is covered with shroom-like fungus which drops upon his death. Their favorite prey are crimson mosquitoes, or flies, shooting their tongue out to capture these nuisances. The craftable crimson mosquito larva can be used to tame these amphibians. It can be ordered to sit, follow, or wander. Being skilled swimmers in both lava and water, they are the perfect defense in the hellish dimension. Heal your frog with maggots. As an Easter egg, if you rename the warped toad to Pepe, it will acquire the skin of Pepe, the frog meme. Giant mammals live in snowy tundras and snowy taigas. If provoked, they will use their massive set of antlers to defend themselves. Often, these can be found jostling other moose for dominance. Every 7 to 10 days there's a chance these creatures will drop their antlers. After another 3 to 5 days they will regrow them. These can be used to craft a special headgear that grants knockback abilities. Native to plains and forests, raccoons are known to steal food wherever it goes, even out of chests or barrels. Often these mammals will beg for any food items they see. When given food near water, raccoons will attempt to wash it and then eat it. These creatures can be tamed if given eggs nearby a water source. They can be ordered to sit, follow or wander. Tamed raccoons can be given carpets to wear as bandanas, removed with shears. Occasionally they will steal items from villagers. Upon death they can drop their tail. Combined with bear hair, it is crafted into the frontiersman's cap, granting a speed bonus while sneaking. An Easter egg occurs if the player gives a raccoon sugar near water, which dissolves while washing. Seal. On beaches and icebergs, seals are basking in the sun. The only predator is the orca, not being able to outrun them. If attacked, the whole pod will try to flee into the water. Players are able to feed seals 3 fish in order to trade with them. In exchange for the fish, they will search the seabed for items. Often these are only worthless junk, however, if the player gets lucky, the seal will bring back shark teeth, scutes, or thyme, a music disc. Giant mammals roam the grass of savannas, spawning in 3 variants: tusked, short-tusked, and calves. As they live in herds, they will protect every member if provoked. Only short-tusked and calves can be tamed with acacia blossoms, a rare flower dropping from the acacia tree. The only way how to acquire a tamed tusked elephant is by taming a calf, which grows into one. These pets can be ridden, given chests for storage, and carpets for decoration. If given wheat, the tusked elephant will use a devastating charge attack against anything in its way. In warm biomes, occasionally a wandering trader on an elephant will spawn. Neutral cats inhabit the cold and snowy soaring peaks. Snow leopards will defend themselves and their kind from any intruder, however they will mostly only hunt livestock animals. As snow leopards have a looting-like effect, the drop of their prey are increased. The player is even able to breed them. In forests and plains, pesky birds are trying to find crops to eat. Players are able to scare off crows with a carved pumpkin to secure the crop growth. Even though they seem to be a nuisance, these animals can be tamed with pumpkin seeds. Not only can these be ordered to sit, follow or wander, but also to collect items. When collecting, they will look for a specific container with an item frame on it, displaying the item they're carrying. These pets will slowly regain health when sitting on a hay block. Dealing more damage against undead, they are a great defense as tamed crows protect their owners, pecking the hostile beings so slightly to not make them aggressive. Found in swamps, the massive olive-green reptile is a hostile being, snapping anything that comes too near to its beaked mouth. Commonly, moss grows over their shell, which can be sheared for spiked scute. These items can upgrade a normal turtle shell helmet with thorns, knockback resistance, and an extra 15 seconds underwater breathing. Crustaceans found in warm oceans are the so-called Mantis Shrimp. Due to their fist-like claws, these marine creatures shouldn't be provoked, unless death is wished. Even though neutral, they can be tamed with tropical fish and ordered to sit, follow, wander, or break blocks. If outside of the water for more than 5 minutes, they will start to dry out. If given a water bucket with a shift click, this allows them to live indefinitely on the surface. An adventurer can tell them to break a specific block by giving it with a shift click. Heal these pets with any kind of fish. Give your pet rice near a furnace in order to create shrimp fried rice. This resource is only obtainable by adding another mod, such as Farmer's Delight. The savanna and badlands are inhabited by the emu. The large birds hate bows and are able to dodge any projectiles. Through breeding, a rare color pattern can be created, or the player can use their eggs as food. Upon death, they have a chance to drop their feathers, creating a special banner pattern. Rarely river biomes can be the home of platypus. Relying on electricity for navigation, these mammals are attracted to red stone. If fed dust, the creature will recharge and start digging for food. However, an adventurer can give it a whole redstone block in order to increase the items the entity digs up. An Easter egg occurs when renaming the creature to Perry. These platypus will have an extra item in their loot table, the fedora. Rarely in forest biomes, the Tasmanian Devil can be spotted. Even though tiny, they will still defend against any attackers. If fed rotten flesh, these hounds will growl, scaring any hostile monsters away from the player. Only moving by hopping, kangaroos are home to the badlands or savannas. Even though the diet only consists out of grass, they will defend themselves. Upon death, they can drop their meat, created into burgers, or their hide used for leather, a banner pattern, or for a special set of pants. Combined with the feather of an emu, the outback leggings have a chance to completely avoid projectiles, just like the known emu. These creatures can be tamed with carrots and can be ordered to sit, wander, or follow. With the sneak, their imagery can be accessed. In this GUI, a player can equip their pets with helmets, chest plates, or any melee weapons that the kangaroo will use to attack hostiles. If food is placed in their inventory, these creatures can even heal themselves. Rename a kangaroo to Roger to make a golden halo hover over its head. Squids are petrified of this giant mammal living in almost all oceans. While hunting and devouring the favorite prey, Cachalot whales have a chance to lose their teeth. A rare white version has been spotted by adventurers. A word has it that these whales are much stronger. During thunderstorms, these large mammals can be washed up on beaches. Being helpless, the player can push them back into the water. If this is done without hurting the animal, it will reward the adventurer with a byproduct, the ambergris, either traded with a fisherman or crafted into an echolocator. It can reveal nearby caves by sending out a sound wave towards it. However, it has only 100 uses. If upgraded with ender pearls, the ender locator can locate near strongholds. Occasionally you may spot cachalot whales sleep vertically, how they actually do in wildlife. Living in jungles, these little insects will form colonies up to 20 members. The workers are seen transporting leaves into the hill, whereas the queen can only be aggravated by stomping on an ant hill. These little insects are converting the harvested leaves into fungi within their home. To harvest it, interact with the fungal-covered chamber. However, place a shroom light nearby, otherwise you will provoke the whole hill. The fungi Gonjulidia can be consumed or fed to workers to heal or pacify them, or to the queen to increase the population of the ant hill. A chamber block can drop a Leafcutter Ant pupae used on dirt or grass to create a new colony. Uncommonly, the midlands of the ant are inhabited by a biochemical automaton called enderiophage. Word has it they were created to decimate the Endergrades. However, the creators were unsuccessful. This creature will latch onto its prey, inflicting a virus called the Ender Flu. After 10 minutes of exposure, the host will erupt into smaller phages and may die from the damage. Any entity inflicted with Ender Flu can be healed with chorus fruits, or players can also drink milk. After inflicting a victim with the deadly virus, the enderiophage will lose its eye, which allows it to attack. Thus it needs to latch onto an enderman in order to regain its lethal ability. Upon death, they can drop a unique block called capsid. It can hold up to a stack of items, and when another inventory or capsid is above it, the item will float up. The other use is for rockets, an alternative to fireworks. However, an adventurer can create another enderiophage by placing a capsid with an eye of ender above a vertical end rod. Enderiophage will have a different skin if summoned in the nether or overworld. In wooded mountain biomes, the bald eagle seeks out nearby waters to find fish to devour. Thanks to their fondness of fish, these animals can be tamed with fish oil. A tamed bald eagle can be told to sit, wander, or follow. However, they can also be used for falconry. With a falconry glove, the pet can be picked up. To launch, the eagle punch into the air. If launched while staring at a mob, the eagle will start attacking that specific entity. With the falconry hood, the player is even able to control the pet while it flies. One can remove the hood with shears. A tamed eagle can be healed with any fish. Within the bamboo jungle, the tiger terrifies intruders. Being excellent hunters, they are masters of stealth, and their prey is frozen in fear when attacked. If fed chicken or pork chop, the tiger will grant the adventurer the tiger's blessing. It allows the player to approach tigers without being mauled. However, the effect only lasts a couple of minutes, which requires the tiger to be fed over and over again. A wide, rare variant can be created through breeding. Buzzing above desert biomes, the Tarantula Hawks are giant wasps, looking for their favorite prey, spiders. First of all, they will sting its prey, flying away to wait until it's completely immobilized. Afterwards, the hawk will proceed to drag the spider away and bury it underground. Their debilitating sting has a different effect on non-arthropods, draining half of the victim's health. These wasps can be tamed with spider eyes and are proven to be an extraordinary defense against many monsters. If bred with fermented spider eyes, hawks will seek out spiders to paralyze. Only so a baby hawk can emerge from the buried spider. Hawks bred within the nether will have a wonderful color pattern. Heal these pets with flowers. Upon death, they can drop tattered Tarantula Hawk wings. Combined into a full wing, it can create a new banner pattern or upgrade the normal elytra. This variant has 3 additional armor points, more durability, and is enchantable. Depths of oceans, neutral sharks will spend their time hunting for blobfish. Occasionally they will lure squids with their reflective teeth, to only devour them with their serrated teeth, dealing out a special effect. Exsanguination, which quickly drains the health of its victim. Upon attacking squid, Frilled Shark have a chance to lose their teeth. If combined with various other aquatic items, an adventurer can create the Shield of the Deep, more durable and inflicting the previously mentioned effect. Even though these are bigger animals, they can be transported in buckets. If under 10 blocks of water, they will discolor and move slower. If renamed to Kamata-kun, it will give it the appearance of the kaiju. Hunting in packs, the Froststalker is a hostile being towards any possible prey, circling before leaping and biting the victim. If hurt, it can shake off the ice shards on his back, dealing enormous amount of damage. This ability is only regained when frostwalkers enter water, then they once again freeze it underneath their feet. Upon death, it can drop its horn, which can create the Froststalker helmet, tricking these creatures into believing the adventurer is one of its kind. However, these will still defend themselves if attacked. During this camouflage, a player can breed them. The Snowy Plains is the home of the Tuscan. Resembling a hoglin, these neutral animals will defend their territory from any intruders, using their large tusks to fling enemies into the air. Any brave player can try to settle these savages, however it will back off its passenger after a few moments. If pacified with the brown mushroom, adventurers can breed them. Bartering with piglins, one is able to get the hawk shoes, improving the pet Tuscan. Enchanted with various new improvements, can transform these animals into a powerful mount. Rarely wandering the Ant Islands, the Cosmo loves to hunt down cosmic cod. By mutating a cod in a capsid, adventurers are able to tame these creatures. They won't defend its owner, however will prevent it to fall to its doom within the void. If hurt, these passive beings can be healed with chorus fruits. Only found in savannas, the maned wolf loves apples. If fed this fruit, it will shake its fur, releasing a toxic smell that attracts other animals to the area. The smell will also increase the production of fungus in ant hills. These creatures will dance to music and will gain a special skin if renamed to Plummet. Neutral mammals living in jungles are the anteaters. Normally passive, these creatures will prey on ants, scooping it up with its extremely long tongue. If no ants are around, the anteater will seek out ant hills to tear them apart, uncovering various items such as fungus, pupae, rooted dirt, or others. Renaming this animal to Peter will give it a skin resembling the UCI's anteater mascot. The Gelada Monkey is a neutral animal living in the meadows. Each group is commanded by one leader, which often fight for dominance. An adventurer can feed them wheat, so this creature will break any grass within the area. Occasionally one can spot giant mutated rabbits within the mushroom fields. These aren't breedable and can only be created by feeding a rabbit multiple fungal spores. These creatures are the neutral defense system, however they will be neutral towards the player unless given a carrot. If consumed, they will be granted regeneration and strength for a while. Native to snowy plains and meadows, the bison is a large neutral animal, often charging at each other for dominance. Every intruder they spot will be identified as an attacker and thus ambushed. All adult bison will clear any snow layers in their way. Upon death, they can drop a great amount of meat or shear it to obtain some bison fur. This item can be used to create carpets or blocks. The latter can upgrade leather boots to resist powdered snow. Living in the depths of ocean biomes, the giant squid loves to hunt down guardians or fish. If attacked by one of its predators, the Cachalot Whale, the giant squid has a chance to lose its tentacle. This can be used to create the grubbling squawk. It allows the adventurer to shoot up to 4 tentacles at a time, latching onto any surface. Rarely a squid can be struck by lightning, creating a unique blue giant squid. An undead snake-like skeleton swims in lava lakes in the nether. However, they've only been seen jumping out of the water just to disappear once again. If an adventurer withstands its crushing attacks, they may scavenge a teeth. If combined with lava bottles, it creates the lava vision. Players are granted transparent view of the lava below upon consumption. A hideous mutated fly is the crimson mosquito, native to the crimson forest in the nether. Being hostile, these mutants will lung at its prey, sucking out their blood. Once satisfied enough, it will fly away, spitting at its victim. If inflated with blood, it will drop the blood sac, however normally only the proboscis. They are used for a new weapon, the blood sprayer. Using blood sacs as ammunition, it will spit effect damage. Attacking everything that's alive, Komodo dragons are known to be vicious lizards. Commonly found in sparse jungle biomes, they wrestle with their own kind for dominance. Being cannibalistic, these giant reptiles will even devour other weakened or baby Komodo dragons. The lethal poisonous bite can kill within minutes. Even though hostile, the fondness of rotten flesh makes them tameable. However, it will require multiple stacks. The player can sell them, but they are still savage lizards, ignoring all commands from its owner when attacking prey. Rarely they drop its toxic salvia. It can be boiled or used to create slime balls. A rare subterranean arthropod is the cave centipede. This hostile insect is feared due to its crushing damage and poisonous bite. Upon death, they can drop one of their plenty legs, which can be crafted into a pair of leggings with the ability to climb walls. Combine the leg with poisonous essence or Komodo dragon spit to create the potion of poison resistance. Related to magma slimes and the normal slimes of the overworld, Mimicubes are the mutated purple contrast in the end. These hostile beings often guard end cities, however one shouldn't underestimate them. Due to their purple slime, they possess strong magic. When attacked, they will mimic the weapons of their attacker, thus learning how to use various equipment, just like bows, shields, tridents, etc. Upon death, they can drop the magical gel called Mimicream. With another 8 Mimicreams, one is able to duplicate an item in the crafting table with almost all the chance. Even though it will have no durability and needs to be repaired, this ability is the cause why Mimicream is so widely sought after. Withered undead remains roam around the Soul Sand Valley. Any adventurer encountering these birds will be attacked with a health-stealing ability. The creature can perform this up to 5 times, whereas it has a chance to drop a special soul-infused heart that grants the same leeching abilities if brewed as a potion. During thunderstorms, odd petite tornado spirits will form within the desert. With their hostile attitude, they will seek out any targets or items to throw them into the air, or just shoot sand at them. Being very resistant towards arrows, these small monsters can be a challenge to defeat. Depending on the sand around them, they will change their appearance. Upon death, they can drop sand or their ethereal eyes, crafted into a gust maker. When powered with redstone, it will release small gust storms, pushing entities or items. Another use is the Pocket of Sand, a weapon that throws sand at their enemies. Rename this creature to Twister for a skin with googly eyes. Mutated with the blood of a Mungus covered with warped fungus, a crimson mosquito can be the end of your life when transforming into the warped Moscow. Enraged, this boss will use its body as a weapon, smashing, punching, aerial body slam, or sucking the blood of its victim to regenerate health. If the adventurer survives to see another day and successfully kills the warped Moscow, it can drop warped muscle and hemolymph sacs, upgrading the Crimson Mosquito Blood Sprayer. As a side note, the creative-only item, Warped Mixture, can be used on any Crimson Mosquitoes to transform it immediately into the mini-boss. Within the Basal Delta biome, the Straddler will spawn. Aggressive, it will use its long hair to throw Stradpoles at the intruder. The drops are basalt, but also rarely Stradlite, crafted into straddle boards. Diable, it allows the player to float in lava. However, if the adventurer hits a ceiling or wall too hard, it will sink to its fiery grave. This can be upgraded with the 4 available enchants for its new equipment piece. Straddle Jump increases the jump height. Lava Waxed grants fire resistance while using the board. Serpent Charmer calms down bone serpents while surfing, and Returning Board will return the board to the inventory after breaking. These are the immature larvae of straddlers, found in the shallow lava pools of the Basal Delta. These passive stradpoles are used by the parents as ammo to defend their territory. What loving parents! They can be fed mosquito larvae in order to grow straddlers. Able to survive in water, these can be an odd addition to your aquarium. Hanging on the ceiling of the nether wastes, the drop bear is waiting for unsuspecting prey to walk under it. If a victim has been spotted, the beast will drop on it to only rip its prey apart with its sharp claws. If successful, it will leap back to the ceiling, waiting once again for another victim. Upon death, it can drop its claw, creating either flint and steel or the potion of clinging, allowing the consumer to walk on ceilings. This interdimensional parasite lives within the void of the Ant. An adventurer can only aggravate it by dropping a mysterious worm into the void. This odd item is created by mutating a crimson larvae within a capsid. The player should prepare for a devastating fight, with various attacks, such as the 4 homing crystals summoned from the mouth of the parasite. His crushing bite, or the boss will open mysterious portals to reach to its prey. An adventurer should always try to focus the head. If the body is severely damaged, it will split the void worm into half, creating 2 bosses with half of the health and more sluggish movement, however, still deadly attacks. Upon death, it can drop its eye or its mandibles. The latter is crafted into a trophy, biting any mobs within its jaws, if receiving redstone. But it can be combined with the eye to create the dimensional carver. By using the glowing tool, it will tear open a portal back to their spawn. This portal will remain open for another minute. Any adventurer using this tool should keep in mind it has only 20 uses. The swamp biome can be the home of the gigantic hostile snake, the anaconda. Upon ambushing its prey, it wraps its body around the victim before swallowing it whole to only slowly digest its meal. After a few larger meals, the snake will discolor and shed its skin. This item can create a unique banner pattern or craft it into the vine lasso. It can capture any mob, even hostiles. However, cannot be tied to fences. After being pacified with chicken, anacondas can be bred. The dripstone caves are inhabited by giant aggressive monsters waiting for victims to crush them with their spiky back. Even though they have low health, their thick armor will prevent most damage. Upon death, they can drop dripstone and rocky shell. The latter can be crafted into a special chestplate that lets the adventurer roll like a rocky roller while sprinting. Not only allows this for quick travel, but will also damage any creatures in its way, and decreases fall damage. In water, the player will sink due to the enormous amount of weight while using this ability. Highly aggressive monsters lurk around sunken ship. These undead remains will charge at any intruder and slash with their sharp skull. Sometimes a drowned can be seen riding a scalawag, making them an even deadlier combination. Upon death, they drop bones that are used for the strange fish locator, or as a rarer drop, their whole skull. This weapon, even with its low durability, is quite deadly and can even parry hits. Very, very rarely, a scalawag can drop the novelty head. And that was everything. If you want to support me, I uploaded another 100 days video, this time with a custom mod pack. It's called Project Osud and takes place in an apocalyptic world where you have to survive and loot in order to see the next dawn. Stay safe in game. Ciao.